So welcome to Tech News Friday for February 7th, 2025. So in this episode, Apple, that's right, Apple is gearing up to release 5 new devices, probably next month. That's right, I'm going to give you a short rundown. So Apple fans, get your money ready, because it's going to be pretty expensive. Next, Samsung is not letting Huawei be the only one in the trifold game. We gotta talk about it. And lastly, are we getting a new 2025 smartphone with a keyboard? Is it time to get excited? Well, yes and no. We're gonna talk all about it. So sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric back with another Tech News Friday. So first on the list, Apple. That's right, Apple is getting ready to launch 5 new devices in either March or April, very soon. They're about to kick off their spring event. So let's talk about some of the products that they're going to release. First, it's going to be the iPhone SE refresh, right? The 4th generation. It's coming with a 6.1-inch OLED display instead of the old LCD display, which is really nice. 48 megapixel rear camera that's in the iPhone 15. 12 megapixel camera that's also coming from the iPhone 15, which is a huge upgrade for the iPhone SE. Now, it's supposed to have the A18 chip with 8 gigs of RAM to support Apple Intelligence. Now, this device is supposed to be around $499, mid $500 price point. So you're getting a better display, better cameras, and more power for Apple Intelligence. So this will be a pretty decent upgrade for Apple fans. Next up, the refresh of the iPad. Yes, the iPad 11th generation, which is Apple's cheapest iPad, which is going to come with a 10.9-inch display. It's going to be touting the Apple A17 Pro chip to support Apple Intelligence. Now, this update will update the Wi-Fi 6E or maybe Wi-Fi 7. It's going to have Bluetooth 5.3. So this refresh is kind of a minimum one here. And the price point is going to be pretty much mid $300. Hopefully it'd be mid $300, which is a very minimal upgrade for the iPad 11th generation. Next up, the M3 iPad Air, which is Apple's mid-range, lightweight, powerful tablet. It's got an M3, so kind of very powerful. Now, you're still getting the 11-inch and the 13-inch size as far as displays. And once again, this refresh will have a M3 chip, which is a very powerful chip, as well as a all-new accessory, which is going to be the Magic Keyboard support, which is really nice. So this tablet is going to be great for non-pro users that want a powerful tablet and add a keyboard to get a lot of work done. I think this is going to be very good here, especially with the M3 processor. Hopefully they will keep the same $599 for the 11-inch and $799 for the 13-inch. Hopefully the price will stay the same. As you know, in 2025, prices has been fluctuating to the high side. So as you know, everything is going up in price. Hopefully Apple will try to keep that price the same with their new iPad Airs. So next on the list, Apple's MacBook Air with M4. So this looking like it may be a nice refresh here. As you know, most of the base models is always 8 gigs of RAM. Well, this one is coming with 16 gigs of RAM that can be maxed out at 32 gigs of RAM. That powerful M4 chipset will give you better battery life. You're going to get support for 2 displays. You're going to get the brand new front camera. The design is going to stay the same, and the price going to be probably up there around $1,100. Hopefully the prices will kind of stay the same. As you know, in 2025, we've seen rumors that everything is going to be expensive. So hopefully Apple could keep this $1,100 price point on their new MacBook Air with M4. I will keep you posted. And lastly, Apple's going to release a HomePod. Now, this smart home device will have a 7-inch display. Again, Apple Intelligence, right? The whole theme of this whole refresh is Apple Intelligence. It's supposed to have a refresh operating system with widget support and stuff like that. Now, the design is supposed to look like a squared off iPad mini. So yeah, this gonna be the spotlight of hotness for Apple in 2025. They're gearing up to redeem themselves for what they've done in 2024. I'm all for it. Listen, when I'm hearing M4 MacBooks and I'm hearing M3 iPads, yeah, I think these are going to be very, very powerful. So next on the list, Samsung. That's right, Samsung. Looks like Samsung about to dab into the trifold game as we see the Huawei Mate X trifold is a very impressive device, right? So look, this is going to be the next generation of foldables. Well, Samsung may have an advantage here due to them having larger reach, especially here in the United States. But can Samsung get it right? Because I don't have no confidence in Samsung. So the rumored name of this device is going to be called the Galaxy G Fold, even though we saw the prototype at CES that was called the Flex G, but the rumor has the name as Galaxy G. Let's see what it's all about. Now, this device is supposed to have a huge, nearly 10-inch display folded out. Now, at CES, it showed off the concept of the G Fold, but the display is going inward. I'm glad that they're getting out their shell because for so long, we've been seeing the Z Fold devices year after year, kind of rinse and repeat. The same old this and the same old that. It's about time for Samsung to do some innovation again because it's a long time coming. But I do have some concerns about this device. Look, we saw it at CES with the inward display. It doesn't have an outer display. So are we gonna have to use this device all the time folded out? That's something that the Huawei Mate X-T fixed, because once it trifold, you was able to use the device closed. But this design that that Samsung is bringing has it fold inward to protect the displays, which I do understand. But if you want to use this device, you have to fold it out all the time. Next, I believe that the success of this trifold is all about price. As we've seen, the Huawei Mate X-T costs thousands of dollars out there. Hopefully, Samsung can price this device right. So where do the new trifold fit in? If they release it at the end of 2025 or going into 2026, where does the G Fold fall in this mix? Are we seeing a possible replacement of the Z Fold lineup and the Z Flip lineup? As in 2024, the sales was not that great for those devices. And Samsung is already ramping down production on the Z Fold 7s because they don't anticipate on those devices selling so well. So where do the trifold come in the mix here? And again, it's going to be a very niche device. I believe that the success of the trifold is price. I believe the whole concept, especially if they don't give you the best cameras, the best battery life, if they don't give you pen support, plus if they don't give you an outer display, I believe that this device success is based off of price. I'm going to keep you posted. So one of the best smartphones that I absolutely use is a smartphone with a keyboard. I love the nostalgia. I love phones with keyboards. I love BlackBerry phones, right? I'm currently using in my lineup right now a Unihertz Slim. Now this phone has a keyboard on it. So it's okay for the most part. But when I saw the minimum phone, it's like, wow, man, I want to see what it's all about. So this phone was announced about a year ago. And this phone's supposed to be the world's first Android phone with both an e-ink display and a physical QWERTY keyboard. Now, this minimum phone looks like a BlackBerry, but it's kind of not a BlackBerry. But it does look kind of sort of a BlackBerry with a monochrome e-ink display with a 600 by 800 resolution. Now, it is running Android 14. Now, the specs goes as follows. MediaTek processor, G99, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, 3,000 milliamp battery with a headphone jack. Now, the price point is going to be $399. It's pre-order right now, so this phone not even out. Now, this phone's supposed to be a distraction-free phone that allows you to get away without being so glued to your phone all the time. This phone is made for you to get away, go out and touch some grass. Stop being glued to your phone all the time. That's why it's called a minimum phone, by the way. It does have Play Store support, but with the e-ink display, you won't be playing any games on here. Plus, with the G99 processor with 6 gigs of RAM, not a powerhouse. This device is made for reading books, typing emails, listening to music, typing messages and stuff like that. Now the keyboard looks really good with raised keys, but it looked like a very good typing experience. The overall look of the minimum phone is like an e-reader with a keyboard at the bottom. So even though at first glance I thought that this is going to be a BlackBerry, it's going to be a device that I could carry around, it's not like that. It's an e-reader with a keyboard. So my hopes got crushed. Can somebody make a powerful Android phone with a beautiful display, with a keyboard? I mean, how hard is it for a company to come out and make a beautiful device with great cameras, powerful, with a display, with a keyboard? I've been waiting on this, right? Unihertz has been a device I've been settling, but can we get a device, please, any company out there, for us nostalgia folks that want a keyboard? Can we get that, please? Thank you. I'm done. So if you want to see more Friday news, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. This is the Tech Preacher. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about Tech News Friday in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.